Hello and welcome to Only in Sedona Yoga for your Control One flow. Please stand up with me. Get right into our dynamic stretch warm-up that's designed to lubricate your joints so that it's easier for you to get into the deeper stretches. From there, we'll go into our vinyasa flow. Then we'll take it down to the ground for our restorative stretch section, ending with our closing guided meditation. If you are enjoying this video series, please go ahead and subscribe. Hit the bell so you get notifications of our new workouts. We're going to be launching a new My 10 series real soon, 10-minute workouts that'll help you put a break in your day. Let's take this into some hip circles. For when you just have a quick 10-minute break and you need to adjust your attitude, maybe relieve a few aches and pains, stretch out some stiffness. And today we're going to be talking about control. We're going to be doing a little balance with our dancer pose, but what I want you to do, take this the other way, is let go of your need for perfection and just try your best. You might want to have a chair handy or be close to a wall if that helps you with your balance. And let's take a few Tai Chi Twists. Keep those knees soft. Let your arms just flow side to side, warming up through those joints. Let your eyes look at the beautiful vista behind me or whatever you're looking at. Maybe you're doing this outside too. I try to bring you right here so you can enjoy this gorgeous scenery. And with no further ado, let's take it to the front of our mat and prepare for our vinyasa flow. Your knees are soft in your mountain pose. Pelvis is tilted slightly forward, shoulders down and back. Invisible string lifting your head high. Please bring your hands to heart center. And let's start our practice with our affirmation to recite throughout. I let go of those things which I cannot control and choose to live my life with joy. And with that, let's begin. Inhale. Look up as those palms touch. Try to get an inch taller as you elongate that spine. Exhale, nice and gentle. We're just gonna walk it down real easy. Come into your first forward fold. We'll take a few breaths here. You can cross at the elbows and sway through that low back. That's such a beautiful way to gently open the low back. And bring those palms to the earth. Inhale to a flat spine. And then bend your knees if you must to bring your palms down as you step back into a plank, the top of your push-up. Hold here nice and strong, one straight line. And then go ahead, bring your knees to the ground if you'd like. If you want to stay upright to Chaturanga, you can. If you prefer to do it on your knees, we always do an MSM 1. Chaturanga down. Let your belly relax. And you have a choice here. You can come into just a yin style sphinx if your lower back is a little bit sensitive and needs a little extra love. If you're feeling a little stronger, your hands come right under your shoulders, keeping your elbows soft as you push up into a cobra. And you can take a second here to look over each shoulder, gently opening up the front side body, moving with care and love. This is your 30 minutes to nurture yourself. Get into your body and mind. Let the outside world, any outside cares, just fade away. Push up and back through all fours. Tuck your toes. Press up and back into your first down dog. And let's take a second to adjust and walk our dog. So bend your knees, press your fanny closer to the sky, And then relax your heels. And moving with your breath, just start alternating one heel and then the next down to the ground. Getting accustomed to coordinating your breath and your body movements. Bring it center when you're ready. Let's just hold here and take one breath. Your next inhale is going to bring your right leg up to a down dog split, but you don't have to go high. You can be right here. If you want to lift all the way up, you can. If you want to just start with the leg bent and kind of get a stretch through that hip, looking under that armpit, you can take that too. Bring that knee ever quickly through to a single leg plank, and right away push it up and back to a figure 4 down dog. You'll feel this pose really open up through the hip. And take a breath. Take that leg back to that down dog split again. You can be here or you can go high. Pull it through. Find a spot on your mat where you can balance. Here's where you might want to get a chair or come to the wall. Grab that left leg. Come into your dancer pose and take a breath. With control, release out of the move. Cross your leg over. Come into a forward fold on a single leg with your legs crossed. And take a breath. Uncross those feet as you come to a flat spine. Surrender to that forward fold. Keep your knees soft as you roll up one vertebrae at a time, looking up as those palms touch, bringing your palms to heart center, and let's get that on your left. Inhale, look up as those palms touch. Exhale, surrender forward fold. Inhale to your flat spine. Walk your way back to that plank. Bring your knees down. Chaturanga into your Sphinx or up dog. Moving with care, press up through all fours. And come into that down dog where we'll join for a breath. Inhale. And exhale. Your next inhale brings your left leg forward, down split. But again, you don't have to go high. You can be here. You can be up here. Wherever you're at, let that hip fall open as you look under that armpit. Check out that vista. And then bring that knee through quickly to a single leg plank. Press it right up and back to a figure 4 down dog. And take a breath. Lift that leg back to your down dog split. Bring it through. Find a place where you can balance. Grab a wall, grab a chair if you need. Grab that right leg. Dancer pose for one breath. Lift out of it with control. Cross that leg over. Single leg forward fold. Take a breath. Sometimes it's harder to move slower rather than faster. Uncross those feet as you come to your flat spine. Surrender forward fold. Then lift yourself all the way up, looking as those palms touch. Exhaling to heart center. Let's get that whole flow one more time on each side, starting by repeating our affirmation. I let go of those things I cannot control and choose to live my life with joy. Inhale. Look up as those palms touch. Exhale. Surrender, forward fold. Inhale to a flat spine. Exhale, walk yourself back to that plank. Bring your knees down for your Chaturanga, and then lifting up into your Sphinx or Cobra. With control, gently pressing back through all fours, tucking those toes, coming to down dog for a breath. Your next inhale gives you a down dog split as high as you want. Bend that leg, look under that armpit, check out that vista. And then bring that knee through, single leg plank, into a figure 4 down dog. Take a breath. Lift that right leg back up. Bring it on through. Find a balance point. Use props if you must as you grab that left ankle. Come into your dancer pose. Take a breath. Lift on up. Cross it over. Relax, going down into your single leg forward fold. Take a breath. Uncross those feet as you straighten your spine. Surrender to your forward fold. Lift yourself up. Looking as those palms touch, you're almost there, yogi. Palms come to heart center. Last time on your left. Inhale. Lift up, look up. Exhale. Surrender, forward fold. Inhale to a flat spine. Exhale as you walk yourself back. Nice straight plank. Knees come down. Chaturanga. Into your Cobra or up dog. And then gently pressing back through all fours. Tucking those toes into your downward dog. Take a breath. Inhale, left leg down, split. Bend the knee. Look under that armpit. Stretch out through that hip. And then pull it through to a single leg plank. Push it up and back into a figure 4 down dog. Take a breath. Lift that leg up and back. Bring it through. Find a place where you can balance. Take that right leg. Come into your dancer for a breath. Lift out with control. Cross that front leg. Single leg forward fold. Take a breath. Uncross those feet as you straighten your spine. Surrender now to your forward fold. Soften those knees as you roll yourself up with a big smile because you did it. Look at those palms touch. Bring your hand to heart center. Come forward on your mat. We're going to lower down to seated with control. So cross one leg over the other. Gently lower yourself down. Try not to plop. Do it with control. And let's come into some Paschimottanasana, a seated forward fold. Start in Dandasana staff pose. Use your arms to really straighten that spine. Inhale up overhead, and then exhale as you fold over the legs. Now you might be able to wrap the hands. You might be holding here or at your ankle. Whatever works for you. You might want to use a strap or a towel here. But what I want you to do, whichever option you take, is simply find that edge of resistance and breathe into it smoothly, inhaling for a 4 count. Little pause at the top where you hold your breath. Exhaling just as smoothly for that 4 count. Your goal is to feel the stretch, but not push or force your way into it. Do the minimum amount of work you need to do to feel the effects, heal and ease your body, using your breath as an anchor to help your muscles relax. When you're ready, walk yourself up out of this. We're going to do a quick counter stretch. Bring your hands behind you, flatten those feet, lift up so that you're one straight line. Don't let your head fall all the way back. Keep your neck in alignment. And then lower down. We're going to go into a Janu 2 variation. So listen up. Janu 1, if you prefer that, you're just going to take your left foot against this thigh. We're going to change the angle a little to Janu 2. So you're sitting on that heel. Lift those arms up as you turn towards that foot. And stretch yourself over and hold and breathe. We just finished filming control number 2. And I was talking about some circumstances in my life I can't control. Basically, my studio, which is also my housing, is getting the rent raised on it in a few months to an unbearable amount. $1,000 a month more. It's crazy. And that's something I can't control. And I have some past trauma in my life relating to housing insecurity that I'm still not entirely over. But I have learned a lot from my experiences. And so what I'm trying to do instead of panic is work my way toward a solution without using too much force, just letting myself come up with some creative ideas. Let's walk out of this. Let's counter stretch, lift up into a gate, extend those fingertips, look toward them, and take it down. And let's get this on the other side. So just rotate it around. And we're going to come to sit on that heel. We're going to sit nice and tall, turn towards that foot, and take that Janu 2 variation on the other side. And many times in life, we try to control everything. We try so hard to force our lives to be just what they should be. For the first 50 years of my life, I thought that was the answer. I thought if I just tried harder, pushed harder, everything would work out. And what I found was all I did was totally destroy my health. Now, I do have some severe disabilities. You can't see them because they're in my brain and my heart, but that's why I do this. That's how I came to do yoga. And through it, I also came to realize that pushing and forcing and trying to go against the flow of the natural world and nature just doesn't work. You do need to work hard, you do need to try. But if you read the Tao, it teaches a concept called Wu Wei, which some people interpret as non-action, some people interpret as inaction or action through inaction. There's a lot of different interpretations. Let's come up and counter stretch, reach tall. But basically, you're working with nature, pushing just hard enough, but not too hard. Like water moving over rocks, gently carving a landscape. Let's come into some Baddha Konasana now. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your legs fall out to the side. Lift yourself super, super tall and walk it down. And I know for me, I've decided that whether or not this project ever succeeds and does what I would hope it would do, which is to provide seed money for a nonprofit to help disabled people like me get housing, whether or not that'll succeed, I don't know. But you know what? I love doing it. My partner loves doing it. I'm going to keep doing it. Hopefully it'll succeed. We count on you guys to help us succeed in our mission. So all you need to do is hit that subscribe button. It really helps us a lot. But either way, I'm going to keep doing this. Even if it means living in a van with 3 cats, you know what? It's far better than pushing, driving myself crazy, giving up the second 50 years of my life to service to somebody else, and possibly not getting anywhere. And come on up. And let's open those legs wide into a straddle. I'm just going to go with nature, try my best, and hope for the best. And let's just take this to the side, lean over to the side. If you want to reach for those toes, you can. And you can play with this here. If you want to kind of rotate around, get ooey gooey. Whatever feels good. So... and we're going to walk this to the other side. And again, you can lean over. You can grab those toes. Test your proprioception. If it's a little off, maybe you have to look. I just did. That's okay. Maybe turn towards that foot. Stretch into it that way. I know it's kind of funny, but from several years of trial and error and trying to force myself to do other things, it's just not worth it. I'm a writer and a yoga instructor. That's my nature. That's what I'm going to be. Let's bring these legs together. And I'm going to go with nature and hope for the best. And I'm going to free my creativity to find other housing solutions instead of trying to force my way into something that might not be meant for me. And let's just end with legs up the wall. So go ahead and lift those legs up. You can point and flex the feet here. You can rotate through the ankle. You can rotate the other way if you've been standing, working hard on your feet all day. Just release. Sometimes in life you have to think about what you can control and what you can't. And letting go of those things you cannot control frees your mind and your creativity to think of things that might work. Bring those knees into your chest. Give yourself a giant hug of love and appreciation. Rock back and forth on that lower back as you let it release. And then relax into your final resting pose, Shavasana. Okay, yogi, relax in your final resting pose and focus your awareness on your breath. For the next few moments, try to let your mind clear. If you notice thoughts intruding as they will, simply note each one, then let it go. Observe your mind without judging it. Don't try to control it. Many times, we push too hard to control every aspect of our lives. The truth is that we can't control everything. We can't control other people and make them treat us the way we deserve to be treated. We can't single-handedly change external societal pressures that create undue stress. We might not even be able to control where we live, what we eat, and what we do every day. What you can always control, though, is your response to the world and the circumstances around you. You have the power to choose to respond with bitterness, futility, hate, and despair. You also have the power to choose to react with loving kindness, determination, persistence, and empathy for others. All you can really control, beautiful yogi, is your personal energy bubble. That's why taking this time daily for yourself is so vital, to revitalize, to get back in touch with who you are inside and how you want to approach the world. When you think about it, the power and control the external world has over us is illusory. External people and circumstances can only control us to the extent that they can instill fear. When you let go of that fear and choose to act instead out of love, you become authentic. Your behavior becomes driven not by the whims of others, but by your passions. You begin changing the world into the one you want to see. Resolve today to take charge of your personal energy bubble. When you find yourself facing an impossible situation, try not to listen to what your fear tells you to do. Listen instead to what love wants. Tune in to your soul. You are the artist of your life, beautiful yogi. Fall in love with it regardless of what the external world throws your way. Let go of your need to control everything and live your life as an extension of the beautiful, loving, and kind person you are. Create your own sunshine. Namaste.